the top 5 underrated human needs. The first one is connection and belonging. Connection and belonging when we were younger was just like this automatic thing. You know, you're in school, you have automatic connections to people. You don't always have a sense of belonging, though. There's many of us who feel like we don't fit in. And so that's just been an ongoing problem. And I think after a while, you start to think, well, I don't need to fit in. I don't need to, and you really don't, but you do need to have a sense of belonging to something. The second most underrated human need is the need for purpose and meaning. What is my purpose? What am I here for? Growing up, the purpose and meaning, well, the purpose is just get an education, get a job, buy a house, get married, get some kids. There was your purpose and meaning. But then after you've done all that, well, what's my purpose and meaning now? Because otherwise we feel disconnected, which is why there's that need for connection. The third underrated human need is for emotional expression and authenticity. If we were expressing ourselves, it was shut down. It wasn't understood. We weren't able to be authentic. And so now this is a very important need that we have. And we spent decades in that fast-paced life. The fourth underrated human need is for rest and restoration. If you're somebody who's highly sensitive, which is probably why you watch my videos, if you're somebody who is a people pleaser, you're probably also somebody who experiences a high rate of burnout. No matter how much sleep you get, it just never makes a difference. And so this rest and restoration, engaging in restorative activities. Some of us are out there killing ourselves at the gym, and it's depleting our energy even more when we think this is what's going to give me energy, but we're actually going against what we really need is more restorative movements. And what do I mean by restorative movements? Well, there's even classes you can take on restorative yoga, yin yoga, things that are gentle, things that are soft. And this is a need that we have, especially if you're an introverted, highly sensitive person like myself. Slow down more than we want to, but we need to. This slowing down is a need to live a slow life and resting well. Okay, you notice I didn't say sleep. I said rest. And the resting is the rest and digest. Have you heard of this? When our parasympathetic nervous system is calm, it's in a rest and digest position. When we are acting out of our fight, flight, and fawn responses, our cortisol levels are through the roof, and we are not in a state of rest. We can try to go to sleep at night, but sometimes that isn't even rest. Learning how to slow down, learning how to adopt a slow and soft life. And when you're setting boundaries around this need, there's going to be a lot of saying no to things. Saying no to things that are just way too over the top, that don't allow you to feel that restfulness, that don't allow you to feel the slow and soft and steady way of living. For me right now, as I'm 47 years old, these are the needs that I have, and these are the needs that I feel are underrated at this time in people's lives. This is where we're at. Because otherwise, what's going on in the world out there? Fast and hard living. And we've done that for too long. So it's time for the opposite. The fifth underrated human need is personal growth and learning. Yeah. I always say, if you're not learning, you're not growing. There's always something to learn. Like for me, I had to learn that the fast and hard way of life, it's time for something different. I need to learn how to live a slow and soft life. That doesn't feel natural, but that's what I need to learn how to do. That's how I'm going to be able to get through this other half of my life. We either learn the hard way, or it's done through intentional learning and education to enhance and nurture our evolutionary and curious nature. So part of this soft and slow living, you're finding your purpose and meaning in smaller things. You're finding your connection and sense of belonging in those smaller things. You're expressing your emotional self freely and without worry about what other people think. Because your nervous system is much more calm and relaxed now to do so. And you're learning through this whole process, and you're growing through this whole process, and you're evolving and you're changing. And your needs will change as you get older. If this video was helpful or gave you some new insights into yourself, please let me know. Comment, follow, give a like, and we'll see you in the next video.